This is a quick guide to identifying trees using a dichotomous key. You're going to be using the Know Your Trees booklet, and there's 50 trees in it. The key starts with a simple question whether the leaves are needle-like or not. So when they mention needle-like, imagine something like a pine or something like a hemlock or a fir or a spruce. Or they also give you the option for scale-like leaves, so that might be something like this. The other option, for which you have to scroll down a little bit, is whether the leaves are broad, like in a deciduous tree. So let's do an example. This one is clearly a broad-leaved deciduous tree, so we'll go with that for one. The next question is whether the leaves are opposite or alternate. So for this, you might need to examine the tree a little closer and see how the leaves branch off the stem, and these ones are opposite. So now we're moving on to the next question, which is whether the leaves are compound or simple. This might be a little tricky. In some trees, you're going to have to examine them a little closer, and these are compound leaves. One way you can determine that is looking closely at where the leaves come off of the stem and seeing if they have a little axillary bud in their axil. So to reiterate, we've selected 1, broad leaves, 11, arrangement opposite, compound leaves for 12, and now we're looking whether the leaflets have stems. And they do. Leaflets are the parts of the compound leaves. So see if they have little stems or not, and they do. Now technically these are not stems because they are part of a leaf, but this is a non-technical key, so let's just go with it. And because they do have little stems, we can conclude that this is a white ash. So when you're writing down the path through your dichotomous key, make sure to indicate which choice you took at each step, at each numbered question. And depending where the key takes you, you might also look at other characters on the tree. For example, the texture and look of the bark, or something else entirely.